Good morning, everyone. I'm actually heading out to go do a morning run, and I just wanted to share just something with everyone to just encourage them. So, a few days ago, I made a post about treating yourself as a corporation, and I've heard that many times, but I didn't really think into it. And so last night, I actually had somebody that was kind of checking for me, and when they came over, it was almost like, okay, you came over, you're busting down doors to have an interview. So as a corporation, all right, I see you really want this interview, so I'm going to give you an opportunity to prove yourself. And so as I was looking and trying to see what's going on with this person, are they an asset to my company, I quickly realized that they were not an asset to my company, and it was almost like another liability situation. So something that I just really want to encourage you guys, look at yourself as a corporation. No longer are you just letting anybody come into your company and they don't even work at the entry level position. They wind up being first vice president, and then eventually the CEO with a short period of time. No, these people, if they show you who they are at the interview stages, pump the brakes if they're not what you want. And you'll be able to notice the difference between a liability and an asset. A liability seems like they're more trouble. They have a lot of baggage. They just have so many issues in their own lives. They couldn't even show up for the job on time. They couldn't even show up for the interview on time because they just don't have it together. They're not good for your company. Versus this asset, the asset person, you don't have to tell them to clock in 10 minutes early because they're going to be on time regardless. It doesn't matter. These people have things together and they're situated. They're ready to go. You don't even have to ask them questions in the interview because more than likely they're going to be asking you questions. They're going to be trying to figure things out to bring something to the table. If they're not asking you questions, they're not bringing anything, they seem like they're going to really hinder you more than progress you, chunk them out the door at the interview. Stop letting these people who failed the interview come in and be able to move up the corporate ladder. Some people even skip the steps of corporate ladders because we allow people to come in. We have the best intentions, we have a good heart, and we see potential. But see, potential doesn't lend itself to an asset. Potential can also be a liability if it's not realized. And that's something that we all have to understand. View yourself as that corporation. View that person that tries to come in as a liability or an asset. And if they're not adding value to your life, let little birdie fly and go on. Because as a corporation, as you build yourself, as you try to grow, you have to have the best. And what's going to happen is that person is either going to elevate you if they're an asset, or they're going to bring you down, and then you'll become a liability yourself. And at some point, you have to understand you need to be the asset. You don't need to be anybody's liability. And so if they have an attitude because you decide, nope, I can't be with you, I'm not doing this, oh well, let them go. Because an asset, you wouldn't really have to think twice about it. You would know that they were bringing something better than what you already have to the table. All right, I hope this encouraged you guys. Just be very positive about your relationships, your friendships, who you allow in your life, because you are special, you are worthy, and you deserve the best. Have a great day.